Hello everybody, this is Equius, and this is Bugsy. You know what, guys, I know we're doing this on a Wednesday, and oh my god, it's close. Dragon Ball Heroes is so fucking close! And, hey bud, do you need a towel? I'm just asking, because, you don't act like it. I'm sorry, Equius. I'm so fucking excited that Dragon Ball Heroes is but a day away. Do you even understand? I mean, I've told you guys about it, but well, I did watch little bit of Dragon Ball Z with the others because you sent up 2 hours after that. It was interesting, and seeing how strong everybody was pretty interesting too. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be great. Oh, Aquarius, so did I turn you guys? Did I turn you into a Dragon Ball fan? Well, I do like it, and it is actually kind of interesting. Kind of in my, as you would say, ballpark. Exactly, because Aquarius, I know you're more than just than what you do with horses that we don't talk about. Well, let's do this thing. Oh, let's do this thing, buddy. Let's get. Oh yeah. Well, before we came to the studio, what was Gamsy doing? Meditating like he often does. Oh, good. Yeah, we should bring him along. We should bring him around. It's almost close to 413. We should totally I don't know. I'm thinking we do all the friend simulators back to back to back to back. I mean, don't you want to kind of space it out? Dude, we're gonna be going on a trip next month, so I wanna make sure everything is done. I wanna make sure everything is done immediately before we come back. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Just up ahead. Oh, my grandma. I actually need my glasses for this. Just up ahead, you see a troll leave her hive, muttering to herself. She's holding an unstable amount of papers. Wait a minute, that troll's a she? In what? In a book with one arm, using her free arm to hold her mug steady. She isn't paying attention to you, which is fine. Don't get twisted. You love to make another friend, but you can understand now. You can just understand now that. Sorry, the music is calling me off. It's you understand now that it's a weird flighty thing to flighty. It's a weird flighty thing. Some trolls you mesh with, some you don't. Well, in this behavior, that's completely what fucking Doc Scratch would do. Aren't you gonna scream Scratch again? Oh no. We're gonna do that for another volume, but not for this one. You smile at her in case she walks right by without stopping. You shrug. You shrug. This planet is full. This this planet is chock full of friendable weirdos. You'll live. You only you take only a few more steps. The sound of her absolutely eating shit on the sidewalk makes you turn. It happens fast enough so you really only really see the aftermath of append, appending books and papers raining down in in an impressively circle around her. Like my globes. Damn, damn, damn ass rock. I thought that was a dude. That's clearly a woman. Okay. I just didn't know. She sits up, but that's as far as he bothers to get. After taking another sip from her mug, which somehow must have stayed level in her grip during the fall. If this was, but like, really? If she felt like that, that mug would probably shatter in her hands. There'd probably like little piece of, mug bits in her hand, like embedded, and she'd probably be bleeding. Hmm. Didn't think you actually kind of considered that. Nah, dude. When you're me, you consider all the possibilities when you're when you're asked big this time. You consider all possibilities, all known things. This is how you are. This is how I am. She bothers to get. Oh yeah, I said that already. Which I said that during her fall. She sighs and gets to gets to work it all gathering it all back up with her free hand. Yes, this checks out. What? Oh, okay. What would happen to me as a thing that would happen to me? You're really liking this. Well, I can imitate you guys' voice, and I can imitate freaking Aaron's voice too. Because what gloving person would dare? What gloving person would dare? This is the great Ayrton Emperor. I ask you. Hyperlite, I need a towel. Oh, come on, Eck. How does that? How does me doing that make you? Oh God, here, man. Luckily for you, I always keep like a whole bunch of towels when we're recording. I'm just saying, if you sweat on the floor, just clean it up. I was talking about getting on my ass about, you not, he us leaving a mess for him to clean. It's not like I would. It's not like I have anything else to be doing. You you've seen a teen movie or two in your day. You know this trope. The cool kid helps the unpopular nerd after they fall like a chump, embarrass themselves, and then slowly the parents lose his trust over time. Credits roll, they've gone and fallen in love. Not necessarily you want to fall in love or you're under that delusion that are that you are in any way cooler than her, but still, it's it's tr- it's it's tired and true, and also like it's a pretty decent standard thing to do. Okay, she's looking right at us. So, like the decent person you hope to be, you skedaddle over, you skedaddle on over, you stop short in front of the wide-flung ring of items. You want to make sure she's not going to yell or murder you, or infer anything before you infer. What? What? Okay, hold up. What? What? JK, I busted my ass, you know. It's a scene. Well, I was waiting. Well, I was waiting to be a good husband and stop standing by. I think we just found a girl version of Aaron, my friend, or at least the same person who has the same accent as our little fishy chum. When you say, well, but she's not a sea troll. True, but they do have the same accent. Or maybe she got like some gills under there. Are you saying we should strip her down and see if she has any gills? Is that what you're saying? Because I think we need to, if you order me to do that, we can do that. Equius, I am not ordering you to do anything. Please, please, please. Don't get turned on by that. I'm not doing it. I'm thinking and getting very, very sweaty. Bet you are. Here's another towel, buddy. She gestures kind of around her, and that's that's confirmation enough. You bend to pick up a heavy looking book. There and there it is, emblazoned right on the cover. A gavel. Oh. Oh. She's a troll that likes justice. Judgment, impalement too. With all the with spines around the handle. Dread creeps up your spine. You slowly slide your gaze from the book's cover to its owner. She doesn't have any ostentatiously blood-colored themed clothes. Wow, she's sporting socks and sandals. Ain't special, I do that all the fucking time. My feet are sensitive, guys. It's a thing. Anyways, maybe you are cooler than her after all. Oh, what does that supposed to mean? If you wear socks and sandals, that makes you automatically uncool? Well, fuck you, Dog Scratch. Eat it. Eat a dick, you fucking cue ball. Are you really trying to do it again? Maybe I am. Maybe I am, Ek. Maybe I am. Ah, Globes. A lawyer. It's not that you don't appreciate the lawyer, your one lawyer friend, for who he is. Just, you aren't sure. You have to sneak in. You have it in you. Sneak your way into a heart of another. Dude, you're being a person's friend. It's not like you're cheating on somebody. Calm the fuck down. Yeah, I mean, even I have to say it's kind of silly. Yeah, very. you got kind of lucky last time. The scales of judgment in your heart are starting to weigh in your chances. Shit. Agree? Should we do the smart thing? I mean, it would be more. It would be kind of a nice thing to do if we just help the girl with these papers. I mean, I guess, man. But you know, usually that always ends up dead because when we do the smart thing, it's always the wrong thing. It's better than nothing. Let's do the dumb thing. Wow, you're. Thanks for standing and sharing your assistance. I can't definitely do that on my own. Never mind. Now you're just in my way. Okay. Okay, we did that. We got the we got the bad ending, my friend. I mean, I've played a lot of like, you know, I've done like a lot of these, my friend. Like almost any kind of visual novels. And bad ends usually are like the goriest motherfucking ends ever. What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, I never played School Days as a visual novel, but they have some dark endings. Oh, you told me about School Days. It's about that one guy who gets all the human females. Oh, yeah, but he gets his head chopped off. How dark can it get? Oh, really fucking dark, my friend. And people and humans like that sort of thing. Yeah, personally, I don't like it because it's just it just gives you the thing. Don't cheat because the people, or don't get crazy. You don't get crazy people that can cut you and know how to cut you in the right, and ain't gonna let it get your head chopped off. Ooh, I know how that feels. Equius, you were dead before you chopped your head off. You were like long dead. I can still see it. How? Dream bubble? Dude. You start picking up the neat. You start making neat piles of her stuff. After watching you for a second, she makes sure you're not screwing it up. She's dramatically heaves herself to her feet and joins in on the effort. I don't have time for. I don't have time for this shit. Make sure. Make sure you keep the B-34 the B-34s together in my red folder. You look down at your current file B-34. That's the one with the hook at the top, right? Or is that the G? Sweat pricks your temples. You picked up you picked up a little of written Alternia here and there, but you aren't sure. But you still aren't sure. Not You're still not anywhere near competent enough at it. Sifting through the papers, you search for anything familiar. Yeah, thanks for looking at us. Thanks for looking at us, Lassie. Jesus. You make out a few words, but there's just a lot of those little guys on these papers, and you got performance anxiety. Don't we all, man? Oh, right. You probably you probably still can't read. You look up at her, startled. How can she tell? Well, I mean, you don't look much like a troll. It isn't something a, a gargantuan mental leap to assume you're not from around here. Also, I've heard about you. I hope it wasn't from Zebra, because if you thinking what he said was the actual thing, it ain't true. Okay, it ain't true. Calm down, Highwood. You're even I'm telling you to calm down, and I'm telling you to calm down. You really need to calm down. I know, but you know how it is. Teal talk. Teal's talk. Unfortunately, she puts down her mug and picks up the phone book as she wait a minute, talking as she flips to whatever page she's looking for. Mm, that little that little asshole is going to have even more unfortunate crap to say to me when he finds out I set all I set us all back by dropping half of our group project in the ditch. Oh, Tagora. Whatever. I, I can't think about that yet. Gotta get this. Gotta get all this back in order first. Yeah, right. Ordering stuff. Keep it. You keep at it. Doing doing your best to keep doing 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 the best you can to keep familiar looking things together. You can feel her eyes on your back as you turn to face judgment. Okay, god dang. You basically got it right. Actually, he he said you were quick to the draw. I'm t- I'm Tyrese. I'm Tyrese, by the way. She doesn't so much smile at you as a grimace. It looks mostly pleased as an exhausted expression. Go, go. That's as good. That's as good friendship building material as any other. You've certainly, you've certainly started with worse than being complimented. You frantically, you aren't sure. Okay, hold up. Let me click this stuff off. I know you guys can't see it, but it's like getting these notifications of YouTube are getting in my way. All right. You friend. Okay, go back. Now that you are certainly frantically trying to prove your helpfulness, and have a moment to think, you you don't you don't know that the sidewalk is the best place to be. Starting from scratch with the whole filing system. You open your mouth to tell her as much. When a huge pop of gust follows in the breeze, the juniors wake, blowing a neat stack into chaos. Mother, mother grubbin. She sinks in the snow. She sneaks down the snow globe of her papers. She takes a long step in sitting next to her and tilts her head back down, unleashing a deep gut holler. You scuttle down, catching the documents out of the gust out of the air until the gust is gone. It's not that Tyrus doesn't seem capable. It's just that she seems a bit burnt out, What it's like to feel like you're at the end of your rope. Now you have, now you had to, you have to, now that you have half a swinging grab at your hand and on at a handle on things here, you feel like your friendship is your turn to do the heavy friendship lifting. Hmm. You doing what I'm thinking you're gonna do? She swings the pendulum of her chin and glares. Oh God. Okay, yes, maybe it seems like you're just. It's better if you put, a pin that to suck in the air out of your inflation sacks or whatever. You can get it together for a minute. No group project you ever, you were ever aced when the clear leader was not at mental peak of performance. She wrinkles her nose and closes her eyes. You know what? Fine. Fuck it. Not all, not all of it, of course, but this night is especially, and everything specifically, and everything and anyone I know or have intensively or have thought intensely about before in my life. So that just leaves you. So what did you have in mind, friend? Because I'm all out of ideas. That that word still does a number on you, no matter how many times you hear it. You you it used flippantly. You have no idea, but you gather her shit in an extremely unorganized pile. She drops off into her hive to deal with later. You you have expected her not to come back out, but she does. She only kept heavily anointed tomes in her mug, which she nods at when she speaks. You know, I know, I know, but these are just for a case. Anyways, do your worst. With a salute and a few gentle tugs, sleeve, Tyrese sleeves to keep her moving. You get going. You and your Alternia pal take. You and your Alternia pals take turns leading each other into some pretty wild places in in your time here. Tyrese takes you to a place takes takes you the place you take Tyrese to, although somewhere you haven't shared with anyone. We going to the store again? It's where you come to on days where you can't find a friend or don't want to oppose on anyone or anyone's any of the ones you've made. Hmm. Okay. It's basically a heap of scaffolding rusted out out, let, out ladders holding up a half-covered platform, but it's a good place. It's a good place to staunch bleeding and stargazing. Staunch bleeding. Oh yeah, because you were injured. He was injured. Do I give off an outdoorsy vibe to you? Oh wait, I didn't read that last one. My half untucked button upholstery muscle mass. The scream. I would love to scurry up a dilapidated relic. Okay, fuck. Okay, excuse us. Excuse our little friend here for trying to actually give you some time to relax. Fuck. High blooded. It's not her fault. Oh god. I was trying to throw something away. Okay, hold on. I'll get to that in a minute. God dang. You offered to hold her stuff for during during the ascent. She gives you the book, but clutches against her mug to her chest. You know better to pry, but you're dying to wonder why she's so weird about it. Unless she's got liquor, made from from viscera up there, in there, or maybe it's the mug her Lucis gave her, so it's special. It could be both. You start to shrug. You shrug and you start climbing. Like you would have, like you thought she would follow you, like before. She complains about the whole time, and like the the structure itself. You both weather it fine. At the top, she looks around. Is this your hive? Wait a minute. Is this your hive? Yeah, I'm sounding a little different. Hold on. It's more of a hideout. You feel shy about it. It's not as fancy as your friends' hives, but you don't have a weird animal parent that makes you snacks or anything. The only keepsake you picked up along, you set it on an old creaky table next to some old complicated tech you couldn't get to power on. This must be an old watchtower from when that was part of her imperial bitchiness preferred methods of surveillance. Oh, Trizzy, you learned about her. Her her bigger bladder off-world counterparts, the Condits. Hi, blood, calm down. Calm down. No, yeah, but whenever I hear that name, even though I am a reincarnated version of Space Slick, part of me still remembers the fact that she. It doesn't matter. Let's just keep going. You're holding your knife again. Sorry again. Force of habit. Uh, you look at the rusted barrel of some terrifying weapon mounted in the corner, and then out over the landscape sprawling town. In the distance, smoke rises freshly from a demolished hide glinting in the moonlight. Drones circle like buzzards. Alternia is fucked up. I've said that numerous occasions in this series, but Alternia is fucked up, okay? It's been like it's been like this here for a while then. You sit down, dangling your legs off to the side of the platform. Teresa joins you at a safe distance away from the edge. That is one. That's one hell of an understatement. An understatement. But yeah, we would have gotten a time-honored status quo to operate up here. Streamlined, efficient, brutal. Therese looks miserable. That's not one of that's not what you were here what you were going for. You you summon up the old Roy G. Biv in your head 1,000 times. She should be safe, right? Teals are middle class, and anyways, she's a lawyer. She's got powers that be on her side. Saying saying so doesn't seem to cheer her up at all. I mean, I mean, I mean, you're not wrong, but being in a position that benefits from the system doesn't make the system any more morally palatable. And I'm being real about it. It's more me being forced to uphold it than anything else. She nods towards the book in her hand. Oh right. How does this all work anyway? Can she not be a lawyer, and aren't there good ones? Yeah, I can quit if I want to be cold. There's always a chance. She sighs. It's not like I was expecting to suffer. I was expect I expected to suffer. It's not like I was. It's not like I expect. I expect to suffer to ever stop completely. It just seems like an awful lot of work to do to make sure it keeps happening. And that's the entire job of a legislator. Unless you're purple enough to get away with it, you're just guilty no matter what. It's a matter of going through all the fanfare of the trial for all to reach the same result. It's sick. No normal by now. It's so normal by now that no one knows how to begin questioning it. She looks more exhausted than she did during the paper explosion, like she used up all her sadness. You you have to you have you have is a deep broken fatigue. This isn't actually rejuvenating gateway you envisioned. There's just so much injustice. You could try to continue to be positive. Are there not political parties, some secret underground movement, or anything? Sure, most of the low bloods you met are healthy, fatalistic, nonchalant about their situation, but there's gotta be something else out there. There were there were a few people who tried to stir shit back in the day, but that's all kind of hushed up and hard to find information on in the history of them, though. Definitely not the kind of thing they teach you in legislative training. There was one mutant blood that had wings. Uh, are they talking? No! Why would they be talking about me? That doesn't make any sense. Besides, I don't even fit. I mean, I sort of don't even fit in this timeline whatsoever. I mean, the other one, yeah, but not this. Or maybe I am. Who knows? You and your riddles. Oh, it's not really a riddle. Hey, there could be a mutant blood with wings, but I'm not a mutant blood. So I guess this they didn't have much of a chance anyway. Bless you. Thank you. You can't imagine the story having much of a happy ending, but you still want to know more. There's the sublet shift in her tone of voice now that she's definitely doing more. She's doing more than only complaining. It draws you in. One of them seems to gather enough of a following to become a religious figure from what little I can find about a little from the little I can find about him. The other led a military revolt. They were both killed with these attempts to change. I don't even know what happened to their common patriots. She stops and squints at you. I don't know how you got me talking like this, but in the spirit of fucking the spirit of the night, I'm gonna just keep going too. It wasn't clear if I'm telling you these things that can get me extremely cold. So like, please be chill. You are so chill. You're the chilliest, and also probably pretty gullible yourself. Good point. She squints at you. She squints at you a little longer than and then stares out into the night. Her her jaw muscles clench a few times before she speaks. I have some idea. She's not looking at you. She sits up straighter. You feel your spine following suit. You feel your spine following suit almost on its own. All of us all of us training legislators like to practice throwing our weight around. Some of us more than others, which I guess you have first-hand experience with. But we don't have much real power yet. We will, though, if we pass our exams, which we will. I've been staying up most days studying document every document piece of laws, examining and sometimes underground stuff when I find it. There are exploitable loopholes they don't. There's exploitable loopholes that they don't even know about. If I can establish myself as a major player, I might have a chance to change things. Some things you can only take part. Some things you can only take part from the outside. She built up fevered energy, and And with that sluggish way she talks. Oh, so I was right by doing that. When she shifts into your seat, she snaps out of it. Oh, sorry. I guess I got a little worked up. I don't exactly get to talk about this very often. It's kind of overwhelming to think how fucked every little thing is all the time. But now I can clearly say it and I can't do something about it. Alternia is a giant fire, and I'm pissing on every tiny corner of it while the rest of everything burns up around me. Your brain is buzzing with how all real all this felt. You can't really add to anything. You really can't add anything to it, so you just nod. Are things less abysmal where you come from? Ooh boy, in ways at home, dear, the accused is called the defendant, and at least they get a defense. Her eyes brighten up. That's exactly what I'm talking about. How does your justice system work? You inhale slowly, and you buy yourself some time to extrapolate your plan on its various cultures and social structures, and similarly overwhelming list of injustices in an intelligent blurb, and so on. Not always, and not for everyone. Her laugh is short and hollow. So much for enlightening life forms existing in somewhere in the universe. Well, I mean, if we're really talking, Chaos Lords are not that different from humans either. But, before, let me at least talk about my kingship, because I need to talk about that too. Before, when Dad took over, Dad's king, right? Dad was king. So, basically, Dad would be like Dad would be the judge, but the thing is, Dad can't get involved with the legal things. So yeah, most of the people in the other clans and the other houses were actually doing a lot of crimes. There was nothing that I could do about it. But since I stepped up and became king, Equius, I stopped all the freaking wrongdoings from each house. Some of the houses actually hate me and curse my name because because as they call me, I'm just I'm just one of Artemis's brats that chose to be king after running from it. You ran? Yes, I ran because I wasn't ready for it. And Dad always wanted me to be ready for it, but I wasn't. And needless to say, me and the old man really never saw eye to eye with that, especially me being king. So that happened. But when I started really finding out and actually having me be in the proceedings of most court cases, no one wants to actually deal with me because I used to be a detective. So they all hate me, and every other person who's committed wrongdoings, you don't want to know, but let's just say I got violent. And trust me, YouTube would be like, what the fuck? Oh my god. So you're no different from a troll. Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, at least I listen to people. Like, if you're actually innocent, I am gonna listen to you. And, Earth right now is not that. Earth right now is like Twitter trial, Twitter trial, Twitter trial. It doesn't matter if the person's innocent. We just want him hanged for his crimes. You're talking about the Victoriana stuff. Yeah, because people are acting a lot like you. like you trolls on Alternia, and it's really kind of fucked up that your beliefs are going into these people. It's like it's like a never-ending cycle. You're not so bad. I'd take an oppressive regime with you anytime. She gives you an awkward tap of the arm with her fist and looks over the edge. I'm no religious figure or a military strategist. There's gotta be someone out there who is. What the fuck else would I do with my time? Crap. Keep piss keep pissing on the fire is the best anyone can do, I reckon. And getting others hydrated enough to do the same. So keep pissing, huh? I'll drink to that. Me too. Do you have? Are you drinking sake? No, I got me a Coke. Trust me, man. It's still daytime. I don't start drinking sake until like at least 10. I'm not an animal. Why do you like sake so much? Oh, you want to know that? Well, when you're a little bit younger, yeah, just kind of fall into it. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm an alcoholic. There's a guy who drinks every now and again, and probably gets drunk from time to time, but nothing too serious. After a beat, she silently she silently looks at you and extends her arm your way. You stare in the mug's depths and a little unnerved, but it doesn't seem like viscera. But you've been burned before. It won't kill you. You're sure you're not sure if it will do, but Teresa is truthful. Oh, nothing else bothers up. What the fuck? It's water. You gotta give you gotta give the people something. Otherwise, they think I'm always on my own. Where would I be? Where would I? Where would I? We be? You don't know. Can letting people in can be helpful. Sometimes. She, she, she. I'm fine. You're not convinced. Okay, I admit it. It's not a bad idea to relax every once in a while. Get your priorities. Get your priorities straight. This was a decent time. She's glad that you mostly talked the whole time about the same stuff she was overwhelmed with. But does that even count? You've learned a lot, but she still looks pretty wiped. As soon as soon as you think she yawns, so driven you shiver a bit. You imagine she what she could do if she took her time to rest for real. You pat you pat a pile of blankets to you pat the pile of blankets next to you. It's no bed or tub of soap or slime for that matter, but it's it's gotten you through enough. She looks warily and yawns again. I guess my I guess my looseness and my mate spirit, will have to just think at the book hive anyway. Ah, you have a maid spread. What? What did you? What do you think she had? High blood? Well, not like I'm not mad or anything, but I'm just like, what were you thinking? I don't know. Just thinking about writing something. Yeah, I don't know. I'll get up early tomorrow, and I recognize our stupid busy work project. Tenderly, she lowers herself down onto blankets, closing her eyes for a brief second. They snap open again, glaring at you with full force. Don't doubt, don't doubt me either. I've got it under control. You have zeroed down her abilities. You say she curls back in against herself and rattles a small, contented shake in her throat. Out of the distance, the blaze dims in a thin plume of smoke. You hope whoever hive it was is okay. You're not sleepy, so you keep watch to make sure she gets up. Sunrise. You tilt your head back and look up at the unfamiliar constellations. Your head is full, it's intense, and it's not exactly what you call happy. But you know you're feeling it with her, and that's far from nothing. Oh, that's actually pretty. It's actually pretty nice. Alternia is pretty fucked up. Yes, it is. You know, I'm actually glad what you did for all of us, High Blood. You got most of us who were dead, and you revived us, so we could live in this world. You know, I know you don't see yourself as a hero, but I believe that you are, even if you don't like to admit it. Equius, I've done so many horrible things, my friend. I don't consider myself a hero, but it's good to hear you guys say it. So at least I'm somebody's hero. You know? That's good enough. Well, guys, I'll see you later. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video, and give us a like and subscribe. Share this around with people, because, you know, this is phase 2 of our channel. Our channel? Well, I am. This is partially mine and the rest of the other channels, right? Yeah, you're right. I just didn't think you'd actually say it. But yeah, you're right. So yeah, guys, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go since I stocked the fridge with some of that good orange cream Coke. I'm gonna go drink some. So I'm gonna go. Hey, Agweus, you coming with? Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming. Besides, I want to try some of this. Hey, it ain't a Fago, but you guys will like this. I'm trying to get Gamzee to try some other sodas other than Fago. So, I want to see how you like it. Okay, I can give it a shot. Good. All right, folks, we're out of here. See you all later. Hiveswap friendsim will go back to its regular its regular days. We only did it today because Monday was April Fool's, so we had to do a little April Fool's video, which wasn't really a verbal thing. It was just something out of the norm because you all were expecting friendsim, and I made it so you guys expect friendsim just to give you Roblox with Wario. So yeah. pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing I did. So, see you guys later, and expect some more bumpers tonight. It's gonna be great. See you guys later. See you guys. See you guys on the. See you guys on. See you guys next Monday and Tuesday. And me and Bugsy here will give you what you want on those 2 days. Yep. So we'll see you later. Bye. Bye, guys. Peace.